Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is Kyle Richards' husband, again, is getting into women's business. Mauricio Marie Umansky can't keep quiet about talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because buying Beverly Hills was such a flop. I don't know, but we're going to get into it. And is he hinting at a divorce in a subliminal way? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But before we do that, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And check out our description box down below. So, with that, you guys, let's dive right on in. So this is according to Reality Blurb. It says Mauricio Umansky calls Real Housewives of Beverly Hills drama, quote, toxic. Yet it's always in your mouth, Mauricio. Are you a YouTuber like me? Are you a content creator? Why are you always talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Mauricio? Anyway, let's keep going. And talks, quote, pact with the husbands. You probably do have a pact with the husbands because allegedly you're boinking your bestie's wife. But let's keep going. Shares how shows lead to divorces, plus supporting Kyle. Now, is that an oxymoron? But let's keep going. Mauricio Umansky may be prepping for the start of his 13th season on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but that doesn't mean he's entangled in the cast drama. In fact, he does his best to stay far from it. I don't know how they wrote that sentence with a straight face. How is Mauricio doing his best to stay away from the cast drama when we have been talking about him more this past year than ever? You know, he's always in Reality Blurb. He's always in Page Six. He's always on E! News. Sure, you could be like, oh, he's promoting buying Beverly Hills. No, he's not. No, he's not. You know, they'll throw it in there. Oh, cast member of buying Beverly Hills. But the only thing they actually talk about is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That's the difference. Mauricio, stay out of women's business. And he kept weighing in on the whole Kathy Hilton thing. And he also, don't forget, cursed out Garcelle's son. And don't forget, there's a rumor that he's having an affair with Dorit. But Mauricio is staying out of women's business. Get out of here. While appearing on a podcast last week, the Buying Beverly Hills cast member, see, I told you, they're always like, Buying Beverly Hills cast member, but are they going to talk about Buying Beverly Hills, or are they going to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? There you go. Revealed how he and the other husbands of the show navigate their wives' issues while describing the Bravo reality series as, quote, toxic and explaining why he believes the franchise has led to so many divorces. Listen, if the show is so toxic, why are you going into your 13th season? If you're so concerned about how toxic the seasons are, how toxic the show is, why are you and your family still on the show? Oh, that's right. You needed the show. You needed the show to promote the agency. You needed the show for clout. You needed the show for fame. You needed the show for money. And you're still on the show. So it can't be that toxic, Mauricio. It really can't. But let's keep going. He says, we don't let it get to us. We made that pact a long, long time ago. Mauricio revealed with himself and his fellow husbands on the December 8th episode of the side piece with Melissa Feister podcast. They're going to go up and down. They're going to have to get back together because they have to film again. So at the end of the day, it's part of the game, but we've all just decided that we're not going to participate on that. This is the thing. I wonder if Mauricio and PK have had the conversation about the alleged affair with Mauricio and Dorit. You can say you have a pact all day long, buddy, but that pact goes out the freaking window when the question is, are you sleeping with my wife? Now, that is something I actually want to see on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If they bring Ding Dong Dorit and Vile Kyle back, I need this hashed out. This is a storyline I actually would be interested in. Does Kyle confront Dorit? Does PK confront Mauricio? Is there a conversation between Dorit and PK about the cheating? Is there a conversation with Kyle and Mauricio about the cheating? Like, I need to know. Like, I want to see it. I want to see the reactions. I want to know if it's real. I want to know if it's scripted, one of those fake scenes where they got together and said, well, I'm going to say this and you say that for damage control. I want to know. That is a storyline I actually hear about. Are Mauricio and Dorit boinking? I want to know. But let's keep going. Oh, and also talking about not getting into women's business, Mauricio, didn't you just go on Watch What Happens Live and badmouth Lisa Vanderpump when Lisa Vanderpump pays you dust? You called her rude, and then you went back and doubled down and said she's mean, but you really have a lot of respect for her husband, Ken? Get the hell out of here, Mauricio Marine Umansky. Please, 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 please. Although Mauricio Umansky doesn't get involved in the drama of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, again, I don't know how they're writing this article with a straight face. I don't know how much Mauricio is paying them, but this is not a hogwash. His wife has done so for years, and throughout those years, the two of them have discussed Kyle's ongoing participation. We talk about it all the time, and the truth is, it's a bit of a toxic show. He admitted. There's no question about that, right? So many people have opinions and their obsessions, so you kind of just have to tune everything out, go about your business, entertain people, and keep living life and not let it get to you. AKA, keep promoting the agency in every single scene, keep boinking my wife's co-stars, keep talking bad about other women, keep getting high and cussing out children. Yeah, let's keep it going. Because they need the paycheck, let's be honest. They were not as well off as they are now when they first started, and as they shouldn't be. You should evolve. As you get older, you should make more money and evolve. So all of that is fine. But Mauricio, don't act like you're above the show and the show is so toxic when, truth be told, the reason why you have the majority of the things that you have is because of the show. Like, I can't stand it when people use something or someone and then they act like they're above it. You're not above it. That's why you're still on the show. If it's so toxic and you're so above it, get off the show. But no, what did you do? You got your own show with exploiting your own family with your daughters on it. So if reality television is so toxic, why are your children on it? Right? All right, let's keep going. Dun, 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 dun. When Mauricio was asked why he believes there's been numerous divorces between the Real Housewives cast members, the realtor said it's all about reflection. They get to see themselves on television and they get to see the relationship of what it is themselves. And a lot of people have a perception of their own relationship being different than what it is. And then they see what it is because they watch it, and then that causes the divorce he shared. You're watching the way you act, your wife acts, the way the relationship is between the two of you, and you get to reflect and see it from a different perspective. And when you do that, you start realizing, holy crap. Are you hinting to a divorce? Because to be honest, the way you and Kyle interact isn't authentic, isn't lovey-dovey. It's a lot of pretense to me. There's been cheating allegations up the wazoo on both of your parts. There's been divorce rumors for years on both of your parts. So are you hinting at this? Are you hinting? I support Kyle, but reality TV leads to divorce. Well, which is it? You're in a happy, committed relationship and you support your wife? Or is this show toxic and leads to divorce, and yet you're still on it, and yet you started a new show with your family? As for dealing with inauthentic people on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills that time, Mauricio said he, quote, I don't pay too much attention to it. Instead, he focuses on his friendships with the other husbands, including Paul P.K. Kemsley and Harry Hamlin. All right. Well, again, as we know, Mauricio is allegedly cheating with Dorit. And after Dorit, he said Lisa Rinna was the hottest. So I wonder how PK and Harry feel about that. The husbands on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills are pretty authentic, so I get along with all of them really well. And Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I think more than some of the other ones, it's really about the women, and we're just in the background and having fun and being supportive, he noted. Again, Mauricio, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth. If the men are just sitting back and being supportive and watching, then like you said, how come reality TV leads to so many divorces? Because you're active participants. So shut up, Mauricio. You don't make any type of sense. Let's keep going. But I developed some amazing friendships. PK and Harry, they become really good friends of mine. I love them, and they're just great people. Shut up, Mauricio. All right, but let's keep going. Dun, 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 dun. He goes on to say, one thing I do is not get caught up in the BS. I just let it go, he continued. Yeah, you let it go because you're the one causing the BS. You start getting caught up in it. You start driving yourself bananas. You just can't. If I got caught up in it, I wouldn't be able to build the business I built. There's no way I would have the mentality to do it. The business you built that you're going into a lawsuit for $32 million in a couple weeks this year, that business, the fraudulent business that you like stole investors and clients and agents from Rick Hilton, that business, the business that keeps getting sued because you're doing shady real estate fraud, that business? Okay. Also on the podcast, Mauricio confirmed he does his best to be, quote, super supportive of Kyle's role on the show at all times. I let her talk, let her vent, let her talk about it, listen, he shared, aka I tune out and I let her spiral. You know, that's the one most important thing is to actually listen. I think her biggest frustration is when I'm tuned out and she wants to talk about it and I have my mind on business and other stuff. That's hard. Exactly. Tuned out, stoned out, whatever. And as for giving his wife advice, Mauricio said, anytime I try to give advice back, it just doesn't come off good, so I just don't do it. Trouble in paradise? You tune out, you don't give advice, it doesn't come off good? Reality TV leads to divorce? Mauricio, you giving us some hints? It's so toxic? But I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about Mauricio continuously keeping Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the women's names, whether it's LVP or Garcelle, in his mouth? What do you think about it? And what do you think about, I mean, I do want to see the storyline play out. Do you guys want to see what the actual situation is between PK and Mauricio and Dorit and Kyle, giving the cheating allegations? Like, I want to see that. I want to know how it goes because that's the only way I'm going to know if this rumor is true or not. Them denying it isn't enough at this point when I saw their interaction with my own eyes, as we all did because it was on footage. So I want to know what you guys think. Also, what do you think about Mauricio? Do you think he's hinting that there might be trouble in paradise with Kyle? You know, talking out of both sides of his mouth. Oh, I completely support my wife. We're just the background. However, reality TV leads to divorce. She gets mad when I tune her out. I just stopped giving advice. It's a toxic situation. All the cheating allegations. I don't know. You guys put it down below. I want to know what you think. But before you do that, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Check out the description box down below and treat yourself. All right, you guys, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!